Good afternoon, McKinley families, and welcome back to the third and final video as far as the registration process for the 24-25 school year for McKinley Athletics. This last step, step 8 of 8, is one of the most important steps to the registration process. There are going to be 3 documents that you will upload only one time. You will complete this process one time. Even if your son or daughter did not choose a sport and register during the registration process, um, and you decide later to go back in, you will not have to do these documents the second time. So this is a one-time thing. 2 of these forms, I'm going to highlight them real quick, the concussion form and the CRCSD policy 410. That's the code of conduct. If you click on sample, then it's going to open up a window, and most of you veterans will recognize that form right there. That gives all of the information about a concussion, on what is a concussion, the symptoms reported by the student athletes, and then how to treat a concussion. So in order to access that and complete that, you're going to come over here and click on submit. And again, if you want, you can click on sample document. It's going to open that up for you again. You don't have to, but you're going to come down here. Your name as the parent is automatically going to be populated into that field. You are going to type in the student signature, or you can have your son or daughter type it in. That is the same thing as signing that form and turning it in like we used to in the past. So when we click on submit, it's going to bring us back to the documents page, and you're going to see that we now have an additional section called signed and completed documents. And you can see that the concussion form for Evan Smith has been completed. So we'll go ahead and we'll do the same thing for the CRCSD policy 410. We'll come in here and we'll go ahead and complete that and hit submit. And again, we see that has hopped down to the signed and completed documents. So the only one that we have left is the CRCSD Medical Eligibility Form. That is what used to be referred to as the physical form. We're going to go ahead and upload that. So if we click on submit, over here in this browse section is where you get to search for that file on your computer if you're using a computer. So I'm going to go ahead and click on browse. I went ahead and filled one out for Thomas, and I'm going to go ahead and click on that. I'm going to click open. And then the main thing on this is that the physical examination date, you want to come down here and click on the calendar and make sure that you're choosing the correct date for the date of the examination. So there is a little bit of confusion. Sometimes the date of examination is different than the date. So let's say you have to request this from your doctor's office and they send over a form that's dated differently. Please make sure that you are using the date that's the date of the physical exam, and that is the date that I will be checking. So on this one right here, the date of the exam was on August 20th. So I'm going to click on August 20th, and I'm going to submit. Here it's just asking you, confirm, hey, August 20th was the real date. If it was an error and you need to change the date, you can click on change the date, where it'll pop you back here and you can correct that error, or you can click confirm that that is accurate. So once we do that, we can see that all of our documents are signed and completed. There are no more required documents. And now we can come down here to the next step. And once we click on that, it's going to give us a summary of the items. We know that we have registered William for boys basketball, for boys soccer, and for boys tennis. Obviously, there is no charge for that. We're going to click to complete registration, to where we have a successful message. Congrats, you have successfully completed your registration. And at this point, you can return to the family dashboard where you can see that William is registered as a student. You can add an additional child if you'd like. So if you have children that are younger than middle school, you can go ahead and add them as children so that when they get to McKinley, that's one step that is already in the works. Again, if you want to add an additional guardian, you can add additional guardians. This is your account. You are giving permission is for anybody who is a guardian on your account to add documents if they need to. So this finishes this section. This at this point, William Thomas is successfully registered for those three sports. We have received his physical. He has signed both documents, and William is all good for participation. So again, if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out. My email address is aallred@crschools.us. I will continue to add more videos. One video that I will be adding is how to get your physical sheet of paper uploaded into a document so that it makes that process simpler. And I'm also looking at creating a video that is done on a mobile device so that you can see what that looks like. Again, have a great day. We'll see you in the next video, and take care, McKinley family.